for just the second time this season, the Celtics, 30-18, are home underdogs heading into Saturday night's showdown with the Golden State Warriors, 34-14. The Celtics are 2-point underdogs on the NBA odds versus the Warriors at sportsbooks monitored by oddshark.com, with both teams sporting winning streaks. Golden State has won a season-high 9 games in a row after topping the Washington Wizards 126-118 on Thursday behind 38 points from Stephen Curry. However, the Warriors fell just short of covering the number as 9.5-point road favorites after going 5-2-1 against the spread in the previous 8 games of their winning streak, according to the Oddshark NBA database. Regardless, they have still won their last 5 games by an average of 16.6 points. Meanwhile, Boston has put together a 5-game winning streak following a disappointing 3-game skid that included losses to the Brooklyn Nets and Orlando Magic. Celtics point guard Kyrie Irving sat out Wednesday's 123-103 rout of the Cleveland Cavaliers with the flu after averaging nearly 31 points in their previous 4 games, but Terry Rozier filled in nicely for Irving by scoring a game-high 26 points as Boston covered as a 15-point home favorite. The only other time the Celtics have been underdogs at TD Garden this season came back on deck. 21 when they lost 120-107 to the Milwaukee Bucks, who closed as 1.5-point road favorites at sports betting sites. In that setback against the Bucks, Irving, Rozier and Marcus Smart combined to shoot 10 of 35 from the field, 28.6%, including 1 of 10 from three-point range. Before that though, Boston went 10-1 straight up and 11-0 ATS in its previous 11 games as a home underdog. That includes a 92-88 upset win over Golden State as a 7-point home dog on November 16, 2017. The Warriors have struggled versus the Celtics overall the past few seasons as well, going 2-3 and 1-4 ATS in the past 5 meetings since a 5-game series winning streak between 2014 and 2015. In addition, Boston is an impressive 8-1 ATS despite going 4-7 in the last 11 head-to-head matchups. Golden State won the most recent game between them 1 year ago, picking up a 109-105 victory but failing to cover as a 10.5-point home favorite. Click here to download the new MyTeams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. Tune into NBC Sports Boston to get the pre- and post-game analysis on the primetime matchup between the Celtics and Warriors at TD Garden. You can also click here to watch the Celtics live stream presented by Nissan on the MyTeams app, how to watch on TV, ABC desktops, laptop, ESPN mobile, tablet, ESPN app analysis and reaction before the game. At 7:30 p.m., Celtics pre-game live presented by TD Bank gets you ready for the game with reports from Kyle Draper, Brian Scalabrine, A. Sherrod Blakely, Chris Forsberg and Danielle Trotta. Watch on NBC Sports Boston or click here for the live stream. At halftime, tune in to watch the crew break down the first 2 quarters on Halftime Live presented by Ace Ticket. Watch on NBC Sports Boston or click here for the live stream. After the game, as soon as the game ends, tune to Celtics post-game live presented by New England Ford for analysis, commentary and player reaction. Watch on NBC Sports Boston or click here for the live stream. Questions on our live stream? Get all your questions answered here on our streaming FAQ during the game. Follow us at NBCS Boston Twitter, Facebook, Instagram on Twitter at NBC Celtics at Sherrod Blakely. At Chris Forsberg _ at Tavabi at Kyla Draper TV by the numbers the latest from NBCSportsBoston.com. Click here to download the new MyTeams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. Boston, the Boston Celtics and Golden State Warriors are the hottest teams in their respective conferences right now, something that shouldn't be all that surprising when you consider Saturday night's game was supposed to be an NBA Finals preview, but these two teams, while playing good basketball, are on two very different planes of play. The Celtics, 30-18, have had a rocky start to the season. with uneven play and with that, a record that has them 5th in the East. Meanwhile, the Warriors, 34-14, are playing with the kind of precision at both ends of the floor you expect to see in the middle of May, not January. After a lackluster start to the season, every team goes through their ups and downs of a season, said Celtics head coach Brad Stevens. But they look like they're playing at an elite level right now. It just looks like everybody has a little more bounce in their step. So, they're tough. I don't know if I've seen them play better during any regular season stretch since maybe the year they won 73, and that only adds an extra layer of difficulty to what will surely be Boston's stiffest challenge this season. They're the standard for the whole NBA, Stevens said. It's not about style of play. They've put together a great group that fits each other well, that plays great, has played great defense and great offense. You can't emulate them because their guys are unique in what they do. You have to play to your strengths as a group, and when facing the Warriors in recent years, that's exactly what the Celtics have done. 5 proven keys to beating the Warriors. Boston has split the head-to-head series with Golden State the last 3 seasons, which puts them in uber elite company, as in company of one. Boston is the only team in the NBA over the last 3 seasons that does not have a losing record against the Warriors. It is that track record that on many levels gives the Celtics a level of confidence that few teams that line up against the stacked Warriors roster can not only speak about but back it up with their play. However, that confidence has to be balanced with the reality that, unlike the Warriors, the Celtics are still very much a team that's looking to find their stride this season. After beginning the season with lofty expectations of being the toast of the Eastern Conference, the Celtics opened with a sluggish 10-10 start, which included a couple of bad losses to the likes of Orlando and New York. They made a lineup change, moving Gordon Hayward and Jaylen Brown to the bench and replacing them with the 2 Marcuses, Morris and Smart. There were signs of better play, but inconsistency remained the team's identity. Kyrie on All-Star Game, not a fan of 198-198. The breaking point seemed to be following a home loss to Milwaukee, a game that led to a team meeting immediately after the game. That alone tells you a little something about how much of a struggle it has been for this team to play up to the expectations that many, including themselves, had for this season. Oh, there was more. Kyrie Irving's repeated references to the need for the young players to be more consistent irks him the wrong way, which kept the Celtics in the news for all the wrong reasons. And then there was Marcus Morris shoving Jaylen Brown during a timeout at Miami, soon followed by Irving clearly disappointed with a late-game decision made by Gordon Hayward. And it has been that kind of season for the Celtics, but the last few games, their defense has been solid. Contributions have come from many, and they have found ways to be successful both with Irving and without him. They are playing more and more like the team many expected to see from the outset, showing more consistent signs of turning the corner to indeed be an elite, championship-caliber contender. And while the success of late has been welcomed, Boston could use even more of a boost to its title-chasing dreams, the kind of boost that comes with knocking off the 2-time defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Watch Smart's hilarious Tatum impression. Just seeing our competitive nature, everybody on this team wants to win, Marcus Smart told NBC Sports Boston. So, when you play a good team of the caliber of a Golden State team, everybody is locked in and more focused than they usually be, and as much as the Celtics would love to cruise towards a cushy win, they know this game will challenge them to stay the course in ways no other opponent will this season. So what's the mindset? Keep playing, Smart said. This is one game where you have to keep playing. They're gonna make tough shots, they're gonna get calls that we probably won't agree with, some calls they won't agree with. We have to keep going and not let that stuff carry on to the next play. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device.